Hey Royalties! I'm Princess CJ.
And I'm King Marie.
Welcome back to our vlog. Let's get it started.
Here we go!
So today we will be talking about
Claims!
So did you know that as we go about our day-to-day activities, we may be unconscious of the prevalence and dominance of a series of ideas. But before we start to accept these ideas, it is best to evaluate them first for the promotion of truth.
You're right there, CJ. So many of these pieces of information are claims. Claims are used primarily to convince others to accept, believe, and support in one's stand or opinion. So these claims are the main points of arguments.
Right, King Marie? And so did you know that the best examples are actually found in advertisements and opinion columns? So let's get it started with some examples. Did you know that there are three types of claims? The claim of fact,
The claim of value,
and the claim of policy. So let's start with the first one.
Roll VTR!
Now to a dire warning about climate change. According to a new report, experts say that we have until 2030 to avoid catastrophe. It also says if unprecedented changes are not made and made soon, there will be irreversible damage to the planet. The report focuses on what could happen if global temperatures rise by more than 1.5 degrees Celsius or 2.7 degrees Fahrenheit. It would likely mean more erratic weather, dangerous heat waves, rising sea levels, and dying coral reefs.
That was shocking news.
Yeah, it's so sad to think like 10 years left for us.
I'm scared. I still want to see Chris Evans in
I want to
person.
finish studying school.
But that news, it challenges all of us to make a change and do it today. Start today.
Yeah, you're right, CJ. You know what? Y'all people just clean the environment. Stop destroying it. But by the way, what type of claim was that?
That was a claim of fact.
So claims of fact attempt to convince that something is or is not.
It is observable, verifiable events and measurable topics.
It convinces others about an idea that existed
Exist.
or will exist.
So let's watch another video.
Roll VTR.
For me, nothing compares to number one. That's why my chocolate is the Philippines' number one, Goya Dark Chocolate. Have you tried the number one dark chocolate bar? Goya.
So they claim to be number one.
Yeah,
Do you agree?
I don't know. Do you like Goya?
Let's just say I like all types of chocolate. I'm not sure what my favorite is.
I'm not a chocolate person.
Oh really? So since they claim to be number one, surely that's a claim. Do you know what type of claim that is?
Claim of value?
So,
Just kidding.
so that's a claim of value. So claims of value try to convince others to make a judgment about an idea or position.
It emphasizes the work or merit of something.
Let's head on to the last video.
Roll VTR.
Now must be our moment for action. We need to put a price tag on carbon emissions and eliminate government subsidies for oil, coal, and gas companies. We need to end the free ride that industrial polluters have been given in the name of a free market economy. They do not deserve our tax dollars. They deserve our scrutiny, for the economy itself will die if our ecosystems collapse. The good news is that renewable energy is not only achievable, but good economic policy. This is not a partisan debate, it is a human one. Clean air and a livable climate are inalienable human rights. And solving this crisis is not a question of politics, it is a question of our own survival.
Wow.
I really like Leonardo DiCaprio.
Yeah, I really like him. Because he's not only a good actor, but he's a man of wisdom and advocacy.
Yes. And did you know that he gave out that speech in a United Nations Congress?
Oh, really?
It was really nice. You should watch the whole video, guys. It's just up on YouTube or whatever you
Yeah.
can browse
Just
on. Yeah.
leave a
But
link.
did you know that he actually stated a claim?
What claim was that?
Did you know?
No.
It's actually a claim of
policy! Claims of policy move to take a course of action or change your behavior, most often to address and solve a problem.
They commonly contain the words should, must, and ought. So, it's time for the most awaited part of the vlog, the game entitled
Get
Ow! So what we will be doing is we have here 3 papers with the types of clay.
And we have random statements here. So we'll try to pick one. Then we'll try to determine what type of claim was that.
Yes.
So the first one who gets the type of claim and
We'll have a point. And the first one who gets 3 points will win the game and the loser will have a consequence. So that it would be a challenge, we would cover this like this. And it will be shuffled. Yeah, so before we start, we have our evaluator at the back of the camera. And so if our answer is correct, he will do this. And if it's not, he will do this. So, are you ready? Are you ready, evaluator? Okay, so let's start. Are you ready to lose?
no, I'm not.
Okay. First statement. The interest rates for credit cards should be lower. 1, 2, 3, go!
No, this
Should be lower.
is she correct?
Yay, 1 point. 1 point for Princess CJ. Second statement.
Excessive consumption of alcohol can lead to many illnesses.
Okay, 1, 2, 3, go.
Yeah, I got 1 point.
Whatever. Okay, next statement. So we are tied. Oh my gosh.
Democracy is superior to any other form of government.
1, 2, 3.
So it's okay, you win.
Yay, 2 points. So 2, 1. 1 point left. 1 point left. What is it?
Global warming is the most pressing challenge facing the world.
The world
today.
Okay. Okay.
Isn't it a
Most
fact?
pressing.
No, it's a fact.
Okay, let's ask the evaluator.
Okay.
Am I correct?
No, he just likes you.
No, because it's most.
You're so biased.
No, okay, that's
Okay, so you win.
Yes.
Okay, you win.
So actually, our consequence is I will let him touch what's in the box. So I'll place a mystery item that may kill.
No.
So let's start. Okay, I'll just get it first. I'll be back. Okay. So I prepared this. So he needs to guess it. If he cannot guess it, what he needs to guess is this. This one is just for props. So he needs to guess it, and if you cannot guess it,
What?
King Marie,
No.
you will pay me
No.
a trip to
No,
Singapore.
it's not fair.
You will. You need to. You need to guess it in 20 seconds.
Okay.
Are you ready? Wait.
I'm nervous.
I will get your head. Timer starts now. 20,
gosh.
20.
What's this?
18.
Oh my gosh.
You start here.
Oh my gosh.
20,
What's this? Oh my gosh, what's this?
20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15.
Papaya. This is papaya.
Oh, very good.
Oh.
And this
Ew,
actually
I hate papaya. Oh my gosh. You're killing me.
I know.
Never do it to me.
Okay, I actually want to play it as well. Did you prepare something for me?
Yeah.
Okay, I'll turn back.
So are you ready, CJ?
I mean, it's not something that's
No, it's dangerous. It's spiky.
That's the end of our vlog.
No, no. Hey, it's so unfair. I touched your papaya, right?